How's it going, YouTube? Somehow Magic here. Video response, Mr. Crazy Dudeful. I have Asperger syndrome. Dude, I'm gonna start out with I'm proud of you. I really am. Alright. Holy crap, I made that coffee strong. Alright, now excuse me a sec. Oh, it's the first cup out of the pot as it's still brewing, so it's got the most potent stuff. Is the first part that brews. All right, Mr. Crazy Dudeful and I had a bit of just a simple correspondence last night, and what happened was I had showed him two completely separate videos of his. One showing how when he's doing his gun stuff, the confidence of him. And then one of his other videos about him doing dispute type stuff with his Christianity. And I showed him that they were like two completely different people. One of them was completely confident, and the other one was stumbling. And he told me he had Asperger's. And then I'd never heard of Asperger's before. So I looked it up. And I ended up looking at a couple of his videos and looking at the stuff that I was learning about it. And I was like, holy crap. He really does, doesn't he? He's not he's not lying. If you actually look up people who have Asperger's and you hear their stories, there's lots of them online, you will actually see John, a bit of John, his Asperger syndrome in those other people. And what it is he's not an idiot. It's kind of like you're learning another language. You can understand it more than you can speak it. So when you guys talk to him, he takes it in and he understands what you're saying, but he's not able to express himself very well with that. That's not to say, John, that you can't be a shit sometimes, because you can. But what's really cool about this is now everybody has understanding as to why he is socially the way he is. Because he has a hard time with expressing himself. That's why he, with the with his things like yeah, so there, and and so fuck you, and that's part of his Asperger's. Not saying that, John, you're not complete, that you're not having some responsibility over it. So we're not going to let you get away with that part. But people need to be aware of what that is when you're looking at John's stuff. And when you make responses, okay? I mean, that would be unfair to think of him as just this huge asshole because he does not have the social skills because of a childhood developmental error in his genetics and stuff. If you guys actually look at like his gun stuff when he's talking, you'll see what I'm saying when he's and that's the thing too with from what I had just learned about people with Asperger syndrome, is there are a couple of things here and there that they'll really focus deeply into, and they're extremely confident and very competent, not just confident, but competent in different aspects. But when we put them into more of a social surrounding, parts of them start to fall apart, and they have difficulties. And yeah, last night, that's one of the things I had said to John was, you should, I mean, you will give people more understanding as to why you are the way you are socially on your videos. But at the same time, you risk some of the big asshole trolls using that as ammo against you. And that at least you'll be able to separate who really is the big, big assholes from the ones who just were ignorant as to your condition. Like I myself was, but that doesn't let you off the hook with me doing response stuff to you. But I'm going to be respectful, like I said I would. All right, John, I am proud of you for coming out with that. You're giving people a chance to understand you, and you're giving them a chance to look past that kind of a flaw and try to listen harder to what you're saying instead of the delivery of it. All right? So, proud of you for coming out with that. That was really cool of you. That took a lot of guts. That really did. But I think it'll take a little bit of the heat off of you. So that's the cool thing. All right. Somehow magic. I'll talk to y'all later. I'll get back on my coffee.